Hello, I am working today on answering some FAQs, specifically focused on MST cases. I've worked a lot of MST cases. I work almost all of them in our office, and I'm very familiar with them, the hard ones, and well, there are no easy ones. So I wanted to address a question that was asked to me of why so many first MST claims are denied and what you need for a successful appeal. So the number one reason that I see MST cases being denied is, well, there's two reasons. One, the VA will ask you to describe your stressor, will ask you to explain what happened to you. And many veterans at that point in time, maybe they don't want to talk about it. They're not comfortable with it. They don't have good representation to help them walk through it. And so they won't respond to that request. In that case, the VA will just straight up deny it. In addition to that, if you did respond to that, one of the biggest things that the VA at the local regional office level, which is where you're initially filing your claim, they are going to be looking at your case to determine whether or not you reported the incident while you were in service, most don't, or whether or not there's evidence in your record. They look for credible evidence in your record that would help support that something like this happened to you. Those things include things like a change in performance, going AWOL, STD diagnosis, an unwanted pregnancy, things like that that happen. But if there's nothing in your record that really shows that, or they don't get a hold of your personnel records, which can happen at times, the VA will deny it. There's been a lot of work that's happened over the last couple of years, last number of years, maybe 8 to 10 years, to help provide and kind of lower the standard or lower the evidence requirement for claims regarding MST, where they're looking at something just very simple. If your case is still denied because they can't find that, it may be that they missed it. That's one of the things. Or it may be that it doesn't exist in your record. So if you get denied, then what do? Should you appeal? My insistence is yes, you should appeal. The local regional office, those initial raters, or even the decision review officers, if you go the initial like higher level review, they're restricted to a M21 manual, and they're restricted to, follow those policies. When you get out of that appeals section within the VA, within the RO, and go up to the Board of Veteran Appeals, you're working with judges who, whether it's written in writing or not, they definitely have a lot more leeway when it comes to making a determination as to whether or not your evidence is credible. That credible evidence can be merely your testimony. It could be a statement from a friend or a family member that said, you know what, about this time when they were in the military, they just changed. And when they came back, they weren't the same person. They were very isolated. They dealt with anxiety, depression, something like that. So we have a little bit more flexibility when we go up to the board as to what kind of evidence we can submit to support those markers. So if you have had an MST, if you were denied, don't give up. Reach out to somebody like our office who can help. Not all law firms deal with MST cases. A lot of them just don't want to touch them. Our office works with them every single day. So if you need help, reach out. Thanks.